Hello friends, welcome to our new lecture series that we are going to start from today, and this series is about data structure. We are going to cover our data structure in this lecture series. So I am going to start data structure. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Ubaidul Haq and I am the instructor of this whole lecture series. So we are going to start data structure from this lecture. So in data structure, first of all, I would like to say you what is data structure. I want to mention that in a computer, data is simply the value assigned to variable. If you are gone through C programming or any other programming languages, we were writing the variable int x is equal to something. Suppose 5. We were declaring some variable and we were assigning the value of 5 to this variable or any other value to this variable. Similarly, we were declaring character. We were declaring float type variable. We were declaring any other variable. So here I have declared a variable x. What is this variable actually? This is actually the space. This is actually the memory space. This is actually like this. This is the memory space whose name is x, and the value assigned and the value stored in this memory location is 5. When I am writing x is equal to 5, 5 is the value, is the data stored in the memory whose name is x. Stored in the memory location whose name is x. So data is simply the value assigned to a variable. Data is this 5 and this is simply a value assigned to this x. And what is x? X is the variable name. It is a variable. And what is this variable? This name. This is basically the name of this space, name of this memory space. Okay. So if we are writing name is equal to Samir, so we are assigning the value of Samir to this variable, to this variable name. What is basically name? Name is a it is basically the name of a memory location. Name is basically the name of this memory location where Samir is saved. Where Samir is saved. Similarly, is the class. Class is basically the name of the memory where 12th is the data that is to be stored in this memory location. Similarly, similarly we have age. Age is the age is the name given to the memory location where data 18 is to be saved. Similarly, Marcus is the name given to the memory location where this 80 is the data that is to be stored. Subject is the name given to the memory location where the mathematics is the data that is to be stored. A data structure is way of what is now. This was all about data and variables. Now, what is data structure? Data structure is the way how we can store this data in such a way that we are efficiently using our memory. Okay, data structure is simply the way of storing and organizing data in the computer's memory or even disk storage. So data structure is basically how we arrange this data, this age, this marks, how we arrange this data in such a way that we are efficiently using our in such a way that we are efficiently using our whole memory. Now coming to the point, data structure is not a language. Basically, data structure is not a language. Language is our C programming. Just we are using C programming, or we are using Java, or we are using C++. Languages are these. We are using the variables and data in these languages. But how we can organize, how we can use that data efficiently, this is the data structure. Basically, data structure is not a language, but data structure is achieved by these programming languages. It is how to achieve proper systematic arrangement of data. This is the term I am again repeating, how proper and how systematically our data is arranged. Like we are forming an arrays, we are forming strings, we are forming uh, linked lists that we are going to discuss in coming tutorials. That is the way how we can organize data in efficient way so that this can be used in such a way that our memory is used efficiently. This is again to speed up. What is the benefit of using data structure? We are basically speeding up execution time. We are reducing the execution time of a program so that our few data get stored at in such a way that rest of the memory will get saved. Okay, that saves our time and speed also. Data structures are implemented by programming languages. Again, I am implementing data structure with the help of these programming languages. Not only these, I can use any programming language to basically implement the data structure. Data structure is classified. Data structure is classified into two types. Okay. Uh, Here, first I can write here primitive data structure and non-primitive data structure. Okay. What do you mean by primitive and what do you mean by non-primitive data structure? Primitive data structure basically, I have already told you that we were using simply some integer variables, like we were using integer variables. We were using uh, variables of type float. We were using in C or as well as in Java. We were using variables of type character. We were using variables of type pointer. We were using variables of type double. These are all primitive data structures. Okay. In these we are assigning like this int x is equal to 5. We are basically assigning only single value single value to a variable. Variable is a memory location, name of the memory location where the data 5 is to be stored. This is the primitive way of storing data, and this is the primitive way of achieving the data structure. And my second category is non-primitive data structure. And in non-primitive, there are further two types. There are further two types. First is linear data structure, and another is non-linear data structure. Okay, non-linear. Okay, under the linear, there comes arrays. We are achieving the data structure implementation with the help of arrays. We are achieving the data structure with the data structure implementation with the help of stacks, with the help of queues, queues, with the help of linked lists. So we will discuss these one by one. And in non-linear data structure, we use trees concept and we use graphs. Okay, that was all about the data structure and its types. And from next tutorial, we are going to start with arrays. Okay, these things we have already discussed in programming languages. If you are not well aware about these things, you can go through my C programming lecture series. That is another playlist where I have mentioned all the C programming tutorials. You can go through that to access to learn these primitive data structures. But here we are going to start from arrays. Thank you. That's it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel.